Hello, welcome to A Better Mankind. My name's David and thank you very much for joining me. Nearly every video I say I have an important message. Well, today's message is a game changer. If you're new to this channel, please stay and listen. This is a very short video and this message involves what's going on in our world today. It involves the mask, our social distancing and everything else, and I'll explain to you. But it has roots. And I need to just backtrack a little bit. This is a Christian channel. It's about spreading the gospel. And what is the gospel? This is the gospel in its purest form. Believing and understanding that we are sinners. And we inherited that from our parents 6,000 years ago, Adam and Eve, or our ancestors, you could say, Adam and Eve. So there's no escaping that. Whether you be a good person or not, this is being a good person is not going to save you. This is about entering the next life, and that next life is so close, as in we are about to transition. And you only need to look around the world today. You can recognize the signs. We are about to transition. And so this warning is going out to everybody, and it'll give you clarification of what it's about. And if you just hear me out, so please don't click off. I'll try and make it as concise as I can, and we'll go from there. By understanding that we are sinners, we have an advocate, Jesus Christ. So by believing in Jesus Christ, believing in your heart, but then if you believe something, if you really truly believe something, you don't keep it to yourself because it's gold. This is gold. You want to share it with others. Okay, so hence, if you believe something in your heart, you will profess it. But ultimately, it will be uttered out your mouth. Okay, so now, that is the spreading of the gospel. You go back to the disciples. Jesus died for them, and he told the disciples, go out and go out to the nations and tell them. And that's literally what they did. And here we are today, 2,000 years later. There you go, all the Christian churches. Doesn't matter. This is not about doctrine. This is about the very important essence of salvation. So here we are, 2,000 years later. We're believers and we are professing with our mouth. Now, the devil, because this is about a war, it's a spiritual war against God and the devil. So we have good against evil. Everything is reflected in the world today. It's good against evil. Now, what is he trying to do? He's trying to suppress the work of God. And he does this via social distancing, wearing of masks, and closing down everything. And the thing is, we have the best tool available to us, which is the very tool that I'm using to get to you guys, as in to explain to you guys. It's called YouTube and Facebook and social media. So I urge you, this is how the gospel is spread. If you honestly believe in your heart, you do profess with your mouth, but you cannot keep this message to yourself because it's too important, and we are so close. We are about to enter into the message has always been the same. There's just been different interpretations of how it's going to be relayed. So this message is about spreading the gospel. And how do we do it? This is how I do it. If you have a look, and I've only just hit 101 subscribers, and I say God bless to you subscribers. Thank you so much. But this message is just as for you guys as is those people that are not my subscribers. This message is in regards to, you've got to copy the link, right? Copy the link to share the video. And then this is what I do. This is why I've got you. If you have a look at my stats, some of these videos, I've got 700 views, because what I do, I spend my time, and you might call it spamming. What I call it is dropping the seed, planting the seed, because we have to plant seed. Excuse me for 2 seconds. I got my friend here. He wants to hop up. Okay. This message is about spreading the gospel. So share the link. And I literally, this is what I do. I'll go along and I'll drop it here. I'll have a couple of words. I go, oh, this was my rapture dream, or this is the truth about Mars, or whatever be the case. Sometimes I don't even write it. I just copy it and paste. But if you copy and paste so you type in your little comment and then the link underneath, and copy that whole thing and then go drop it in different YouTube. It doesn't matter who. But this is what we have to do because we want this message. It's not my message. This is not my message. This is the message to spread the gospel. This is how it's done in modern days. So I urge you, can you imagine if all of us just spread it to 6 people? 6 different, imagine if we just spread it to 6. So if you go to 6 different YouTubes, I go to hundreds. But if you go to 6 different YouTubers and drop this message, and this is how, we are so close. So if you've received this message by clicking a link that somebody's dropped in, we are close. The devil plays for keeps. The UN is the beast. Okay, the UN is, can you see, if you go to their website, which you don't have to, you can believe me, but I'm telling you now, the UN, who control the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, this is going to be, now I still don't know what the mark of the beast is, but you do not want to be in tribulation, because it's in tribulation when the mark of the beast will be demanded or made compulsory, okay? You do not want to be anywhere near there. You want to make sure that you are taken in the rapture, which is, look, some people say it's imminent. I believe there is a set time and day for it. I don't know when it is. God has not revealed. I'm not a prophet. But I urge you, please, we need to spread the gospel. So if you honestly believe in your heart, profess with your mouth, and you can do it by just dropping this link. If you have another Christian video that it doesn't have to be my videos, but we need to get as many souls to the kingdom as possible. That is our role. That's why Jesus always would tell us. He would say, you got the good workers and the 11th hour workers. When he says workers, it's not just your life. Sure, that's a display of work, as in doing good for mankind. But we're talking about work for the kingdom. We need souls, and without the network of people, this is exactly what the disciples did. They went out and they spread the gospel about Jesus Christ, how we need saving. It's the best message ever, but this message needs to go to those that have no clue. There are so many people still that don't believe in God. And yes, sadly, majority of them are going to go through tribulation. So anyway, I won't bore you with the details. This is an important message. It is the masks are to conceal the whole idea of spreading the gospel, because you cannot spread it when you're social distancing, because what you need to do is when you're spreading the gospel, you'll get close to somebody and you'll discuss the good news. Well, that's almost impossible when you're 1.5 meters away or you're wearing a mask. And look, there's so many other things. You think the churches were closed, and here in Queensland now, they're warning us now. They're getting ready for us for the second wave. In Victoria, in one of the states in Australia, yes, they've got the second wave and they're locking places down. This is the biggest scam ever. Look, I've done enough research, I can tell you. I don't expect you to trust my word, because one of my first videos I said, don't trust me, don't trust mankind, you research it yourself. Research it for yourself. But honestly, this whole thing is just a ploy, because they've given the UN the powers. If you go to their website, you'll see where they're planning on controlling food, our economy. They've got coronavirus. The COVID-19 section in their webpage is that huge, and it was released early in March. So some countries weren't even in lockdown when they released it. They've been working on this for 50 years. Their whole plan. And a lot of us will call it a scamdemic, and that's literally what it is. But they're already now preventing people from doing plane trips, as in flights, if you're not wearing a mask. They're getting ready. And if you see that the other video that I've already posted in regards to the truth about masks, they don't know what they're doing. Arthur doesn't know what Martha's doing. But anyway, the bottom line is we need to spread the gospel. Please grab this video, copy the link, put a little comment and start pasting this thing everywhere. That's what I do. Have a look. We've got hundreds of views. We need to be vigilant, and this is getting serious, because I'll tell you now, we are so close to the rapture or the escape, or whatever you want to call it. We're close. So please hear me out. Let's get this thing going, and let's do the work of God, because this is what the work is. It's about dropping. And if you're seeing this video for the first time, I don't expect you, maybe if you don't know much about what the Christian walk is, There's plenty of information on the internet to find out what the true Christian walk is. I've got a few videos. If you look at mine, and if you're unhappy with my explanation, go somewhere else. But you've got to understand your position in life, why you need saving, and it is the best. That's what it's called. It's called the good news or the gospel. So thank you so much for watching, and this has been a very short video, but it's an important one. Thank you so much. God bless you, and may the Holy Spirit work on the minds and hearts of those that see this video. Thank you so much.